Like, you didn't choose to be born struggling with the same sex attraction. You know what I mean? The problem with all of us is when we give into that, right? So I would say to that person, well, what makes me different from you in aspect of sin? So what makes your sin any different than mine? It's all sin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the biggest problem, I think, is with the homosexuality. Is so and just to throw it out there, like, it's in the Bible as a sin, just like stealing, just like killing, just like me lusting, just like me getting angry and yelling at my wife for no reason, like stuff like, you know what I'm saying? It's no different than any of that. But and this is something that I've come to realize in the last few years. I think the biggest difference is y'all wear your sin where people can see it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in the church crowd, they can put on their button up shirt and comb their hair over, but you can't see theirs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So then they see you and they look down on you like, oh, you sinner, or you're going to hell. Well, it's sin. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, as a believer, I can't look at y'all any different than I look at myself, because I'm a sinner just like everybody else, right? It doesn't matter. Sin is sin, right? So if I have a cup of water, and this is another silly example, I might have said it on the last podcast I was on with y'all. If I've got a cup of water and I put one drop of oil in it, the whole freaking cup is contaminated. It doesn't matter if I put a whole gallon of oil or a drop, it's all contaminated, right? So it doesn't matter if you've sinned once or if you've sinned a million times, you've fallen short of the glory of God. You know what I'm saying? Because of sin. That's why Jesus came, right?
Brock, could you please elaborate? There's something wrong with the John Young thought.
I don't know if we've got enough time.
No,
That's for a different show.
I totally get what you're saying about that, and I understand it. I think my thought process is more, we get taught that the Christian the Christian faith hates us. We get taught that they're coming for us. We get taught that, like, we'll never be able to live together in harmony. Like, I can't just have a house next door to you, and if everybody is like happy and hanging out, like, you and I couldn't barbecue with our kids, and Colleen could come over and we could all hang out and have some fun. Like, that's what that's what we're being fed. And
Well, I would say to that, what did Jesus do?
right.
Jesus went and had meals with the tax collectors. People hated the tax collectors in that time because they were against the people. They were traitors. You know what I mean? He went. If this is, I heard this from a good buddy of mine, Brody. He told me one time. He said that he was talking to a pastor or something, and the guy told him, he was like, if Jesus came back right now, he wouldn't come in and talk to me. If I was at the gym, for example, at Crash, if Jesus showed up and walked into Crash Crucible, he's not gonna come to me because I'm a believer. He's gonna go hang out with the lost people.
He's gonna come
Why
sit with
would
me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's gonna
it
come sit
doesn't
with
make
me.
sense when you think about true
Yeah, I'm
Christianity.
good. He's gonna go sit
it's
with
like
Colleen.
love God, love people. True Christians love people. You know, like, why would I not love y'all? Because your sin's different than mine? That doesn't make sense.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I mean?
realizing
That's not
in
Christianity.
in all of this is what I feel like we are told that it's everybody. And what this has allowed at least me to do is give each person the opportunity. Sarah Beth is one of the ones that I think of most, and she has a very strong faith, just like you, and she talks to me like a person. And she looks at me like a person. And she is one of my favorite people to talk to about being a mom and about being a woman. And, she is very open and strong in her faith and talks about it openly and honestly and often. And she is one of the first people that I can listen to, other than my wife, talk about faith, where it doesn't feel like it's being forced, And I feel like with this whole Charlie Kirk thing, it's allowed me to listen